Hi, my name is Nina Jano and welcome to Dynamic Vinyasa. You can start in a seated, comfortable seat and just take your hands to your knees. Take a deep inhale. Feel your belly expand. Slowly exhale and start tuning into your natural breath. You find your natural rhythm and maybe you can gently move it a little bit deeper. So there's no need to force a deep breath. Just slowly let it go. A little bit deeper. Let it last a little bit longer. Inhale, reach your arms up. Get as tall as possible. Exhale, take your right hand to your left knee, left fingertips behind you, twist. Get as much length, as much height into the twist as possible. Inhale, back up. Exhale, come on to the other side. And lengthen through the crown of your head. Back to center, reaching. Exhale, come down. Make your way onto all four. See if you can get the tips of your elbows back. So a little bit of external rotation to your arms. Inhale, lift your palms all the way to your knuckles. Try and have your fingers flat on the ground. And back down. Inhale up. And down. And up. And down. Turn your hands around. Fingertips facing your thighs and lean back. Lifting the bottom of your palms so you get that stretch all the way into your fingertips. And come back to center. Turn your hands around. And start moving into your version of cat-cow today. So you using your breath as your guide. Inhale, open up. Exhale, round your spine. And if you need to add something here, maybe a little bit of side bending, maybe some hip circling, just explore what your body needs today. And instead of making presumptions of what your body needs, really listen. And come to center. Lift your right leg up, toes pointed down towards the ground. Notice how you're compensating in your body to keep balance. So maybe engage the outside of that left thigh, just bringing everything back to center. Move your belly button in, square hips. And lift your left arm up. Again, noticing how you're compensating in your body. And then take your right leg out to the side, left arm out to the side. Wonky airplane. Move your belly button in. You have to use your center to stabilize here. And hold it for 3, 2, and 1. Come back to center. Get the fidgets out. Lift your left leg up. Again, make sure your toes are pointed down towards the floor. Square hips. Right arm. Again, noticing how am I compensating? Am I leaning over to a side? Can you bring it back to center? Left leg out to the side. Right arm out to the side. Keep lifting, holding, using your belly to stabilize. And hold for 3, 2, 1. Come back to center. And take a child's pose. Get as long in your arms as you can, so maybe you walk your fingertips forward. Come back up to all 4. Tuck your toes. Lift your knees off the ground. Press your torso against your thighs, lengthening all the way into your fingertips. Inhale. Slowly start to roll forward, rounding your spine. And then slowly lower your hips, open up your chest. Exhale. Roll all the way back. Getting as much movement in your spine as possible. Keep going, just move with your breath. And one more. And start finding your first dog of the day. Whatever movement you need in, whatever fidgeting, stretching. Activate through your fingertips, through your palms. You can see if you can slightly externally rotate your arms, moving the tips of the elbows back. Finding space in between your shoulder blades. And get up on your tippy toes, look forward. Step, walk, jump, take an Uber to the front of your mat. And take a ragdoll forward fold. So a little bit of bend in your knees. Just allow yourself to hang here. And exhale. Slowly roll up to standing. Inhale, reach. Exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale, reach. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway up, lengthen. Exhale, step back to plank pose. Slowly lower all the way down onto your belly. Inhale, cobra. Engage your back body, including the glutes, hamstring. Exhale down. Then one more time. Lift your hands just an inch off the mat. And cobra. Engage your whole back body. Exhale down. And then take your arms back, reaching through your fingertips. And again, inhale. Lifting up. Keep pressing the top of your feet into the mat. Lifting, lifting, lifting. Exhale back down. Tuck your toes. And come all the way back into a down dog. Inhale, lift your right leg up. Exhale, take your knee forward and across to the left elbow and hold it. Keep lifting. Lifting through your shoulder blades, lifting that knee. Hold it for 3, 2, 1. Three-legged dog. Exhale. Step your right foot forward. Place it in between your thumbs. Come into a high lunge. Strong back leg. Engage your hamstring. And exhale. Right arm back, left arm forward. Twist. Inhale, lift your left arm up. Reverse. Exhale. Left hand to the mat. Revolved high lunge. Right hand to the mat. Step back to plank pose. Chaturanga. Either another cobra or upward facing dog if you're ready. Exhale. Downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your left leg up. Exhale, knee across to the right elbow. And keep lifting, lifting, lifting. Holding, holding. For 3, 2, 1. Three-legged dog. Exhale, step forward. High lunge. Left arm back, right arm forward, twist. Inhale, lift your right arm up. Reverse. Exhale, right hand to the mat. Left hand to the mat. Step back to plank pose, move through your vinyasa. And breathe. Notice if you're turning a down dog into a back bend, can you move your belly button in? And just tuck your lower ribs down towards the top of your hips. Get on your tippy toes, look forward, step forward, jump to the front of your mat. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up to standing, reaching. Exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale, reach. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway up, lengthen. Exhale, step back to plank pose. Move through your vinyasa. We meet in down dog. Inhale, lift your right leg up. Exhale, step forward, high lunge. And again, right arm back, left arm forward. Twist. Reverse. Left hand to the ground. Stay strong in that back leg, but it's okay that your hips are swirling with you into the twist. And then windmill up into warrior 2. Make sure you're pressing all 4 corners of both of your feet into the mat, especially that back foot. That's the one we tend to lose. Notice if your shoulders becomes your earrings as your arms are getting heavier. And again, check in with your breath. As you exhale, move everything back into the center. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, keep pressing into that back foot, reaching through the right fingertips. Reaching, reaching, reaching. Get as much length as possible. Side angle. Make sure you're still pressing into the outside of that back foot. And then take your left hand down to the mat. Lift the back heel off the mat. Arms over your head. Lightning bolt, high lunge. Reaching through that back heel. Reaching through your fingertips. Get as long as possible. That back leg is strong, strong, strong. Keep breathing. Hands to the mat. Step back to plank, move through your vinyasa. Inhale, lift your left leg up. Exhale, high lunge. Starting to know where we're going now, so start focusing on your movement as one big movement. Less about getting from pose to pose. It becomes a little smoother. Left arm back, right arm forward. Reverse. Right hand to the mat. Strong back leg. Windmill. Warrior 2. Stay strong, especially in that back foot. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, reaching through your left fingertips, length, 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 side angle. Are you still pressing into the outside of that back foot? Just checking in. Right hand to the mat. Lift the back heel. Again, lift your arms over your head. Strong. This is a powerful pose. If you're not shaking, you're not doing it right. Lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. Hands to the mat. Step back to plank pose. Move through your vinyasa. And let your knees come to the mat. Take a child's pose. And let your belly expand as you inhale. We spend so much time trying to suck our bellies in. Sometimes it's good to just really consciously expanding and let everything hang out. Let's see if you can find softness on your exhales. Can you soften anything in your body, your arms, your shoulders, your thighs? Feel your head getting a little heavy. Just a few more breaths. And slowly make your way back into down dog. Inhale, lift your right leg up. Exhale, high lunge. Right arm back, left arm forward, twist. Reverse. Hand to the mat. Warrior two. Reverse. Side angle. Left hand to the mat. Lift the back heel, square your hips. Lightning bolt, high lunge. Hands to the mat. Step up. Come into a warrior three. Hands to your heart. Notice how you're lifting that back leg. I want your toes pointing down towards the floor. Make sure you're engaging your hamstring and your glute as you're lifting that leg. Belly button in. Lengthening through the crown of your head. And then slowly start coming up to standing. Hover that left foot. Keep going. Lifting that left leg out in front of you as high as you can get it. And then slowly take it back. Step back about 2/3 of the way. You're going to set up for pyramid. So we want square hips. So whatever that means for you. Maybe you need to take a slightly wider stance, maybe a shorter stance. It's different for all of us, and it has nothing to do with our yogic abilities. So just make sure that your hips are square. Engage the front of your thighs, lift your kneecaps, press your big toes into the mat, and with as much length as possible, exhale. Come into your pyramid pose. I'm not worried about whether your nose goes to your shin. In fact, if you need blocks to be taller, to be longer, it's all good. Once you're in the pose, can you just pull that right thigh bone into your hip socket? Just reconfirm those square hips. And then inhale, find as much length as possible. Exhale, lift your right arm up, come into a revolved Trikonasana. Keep your legs straight. Engage your thighs, still pressing your big toes into the mat. Let your left shoulder blade push towards the front of your chest. Right hand back to the mat. A little bend in that front knee. Step back to plank pose. Move through your vinyasa. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your left leg up. Exhale, high lunge. Left arm back, right arm forward. Twist. Reverse. Hands to the mat. Windmill into warrior two. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, side angle. Right hand to the mat. Lift the back heel, square your hips. Lightning bolt, high lunge. Keep breathing. Hands to the mat. Lift up into that warrior three variation. Hands to your heart. Again, how are you lifting that back leg? Hamstring, glute. Belly button in. Slowly come up to standing. Keep hovering, hovering. Keep lifting that leg out in front of you. And slowly take it back. 2/3 of the way. Set up for your pyramid. Making sure you got those square hips. Engage the front of your thighs, lift the kneecaps, get strong. Exhale, lengthen, lengthen, lengthen into the pose. And again, pull that left thigh bone into the hip socket, just to reconfirm those square hips. If you can find softness with your exhale. Inhale, come halfway up, lengthen. Exhale, left arm up. Revolve Trikonasana. Hand back to the mat, put a little bend in that front knee, step back to plank pose, vinyasa. And let your knees come down to the mat. And again, take a child's pose, just for a few breaths this time. Soften your body. Deep inhale. Expand your belly. And slowly tuck your toes. And sitting onto your heels. Take a few breaths here. Allow the back of your feet to stretch. Even if it's a little bit comfortable, sit with it. Breathe. And take your left hand to your left heel. Inhale, come into a swirly camel, reaching your heart to the sky. Find as much length as possible. Exhale, come back down. Right hand to right heel. Inhale, come on up. Exhale down, keep going. Using your own breath as your guide. Every time you come up, can you find more length in your spine? Can you reach your heart a little closer to the ceiling? And finish up whatever set you're on. And come back to center. Untuck your toes. Come onto your knees. And press the top of your feet into the mat. And you're going to feel when you do that, you start engaging the back of your legs. Engage your hamstring, engage your glutes. And then roll your shoulders back. Start finding space in your upper chest. Take your hands to the small of your back and start squeezing your elbows towards each other. Start coming into your variation of this back bend. So maybe you're taking it into full camel. Take your hands down to your heels. If you're not feeling that today, I'm not feeling that today. Stay here. Open up your throat. That can be challenging. A little bit of engagement in your belly, just to protect your lower spine. Keep breathing. And slowly come up to standing. Standing on your knees. And then lower down onto your heels. Hands on your thighs. And just allow the muscles in your back to naturally, softly lengthen. And make your way onto all four. And come on to your belly. And I'm just going to show this standing on my knees so you understand, so you can see what we're doing. On your belly, take your right arm straight out of your shoulder socket. Bend that arm 90 degrees. Take your left hand to your chest, right cheek to the ground, and then press away with your left hand so you're rolling over this right shoulder. So when I come down on my belly, right arm straight out, bend 90 degrees, left hand by your chest, cheek to the ground, press away. Go as far as you can. It's important here to keep that right arm bent at the elbow, because it just means that we're stretching the pec minor. The arm is straight, it's just a different stretch. Nothing wrong with that, but it's just not doing what we're trying to do right now. And most people will not find this very comfortable. That's okay. Try and breathe into the discomfort. Find softness despite your body wanting to tense up. Come back to center. And over to the other side. So left arm straight out. Bend the elbow 90 degrees. Left cheek to the ground. Right hand by your chest. Press away. Rolling over as far as you can go. You might find that one side is way tighter than the other. That's normal. Again, see if you can find softness. to center. And press back into a child's pose. Come up onto all four. Cross your shins, walk your hands back. And come all the way down onto your back. Cross your left ankle over your right thigh. And then simply move both of your knees down over to the left, coming to a twist. So your left ankle kind of ends up on the outside of your right knee. Keep grounding both of your shoulders. Find softness into the twist. And back to center. And move over to the other side. Right ankle across the left thigh. And again, move both of your knees down to the right. Twist. And come back to center. And then take both of your knees into your chest. Give yourself a hug. A little side to side. And find your Shavasana. And stay here as long as you want. Anything that you need to do, it can wait. So let this video run out and stay. Thank you for practicing with me. Namaste.